Hello, welcome to Z Explains BG. I am Z. We are watching the first round of the Wednesday Night Jackpot, my local club runs. I'm actually running things tonight, but usually it goes pretty smoothly, so I don't think I'll be pulled away to deal with the tournament stuff. I'm actually waiting. I got a buy, so I'm waiting on the winner of this match. David on the bottom, Frankie on the top. So Frankie with a decent 2-2. Yeah, that is two of them I built. Well, I don't know. I mean, this looks like a pretty good play to me. I mean, so it does good stuff on both sides of the board. There was other plans there. Like it could. I mean, the 9 point probably has more value than the 11. Although you definitely want the 22 and not the 24. I kind of like what Frankie did, but you can also make the 20 too, though. And I can't rule any play out by for sure, but it seemed like Frankie found a good compromise there. And he doesn't white doesn't anchor, and then you kind of get to go after him. So yeah, I think I probably would have played it like Frankie did. Okay, so David on roll, nice 2-2. Okay, looks like he's making the 4, hitting on the 3, and then finding one more. I feel like the computer does this. Computer seems to like having a checker on the 6 here. 13 to 11 is obviously a candidate there also. White on roll, had a big dance. Not that black can really do anything about it. I'm far away from the cube here. Well, he's got to give up his 8 point to make his 3, but I guess it's worth it. Actually, hold on one sec. I do have a tournament running thing. I'll leave it on the I'll leave it on the thing. Okay, we are back. Let's see what happened in the interim. Okay, so not much has happened. Frankie has this nice 2-2. It looks like he should hit on the 16 and get the backman going. Not really seeing another viable game plan. Is he overlooking it, I wonder? Like, okay, so you can hit on the 7, but you want to hit on your opponent's side of the board, gain more in the race. Yeah, there's nothing else, I think. Because you can make the 20 and play one more, but the last one doesn't play good. I mean, second best is probably to hit on the 7 and then split 22 to 20. I mean, I don't think I'd even like this if like the last 2 played productively, though. Um, I think hitting is just more important. And the best hit seems to be on your opponent's side of the board, both to get the backmen going and to gain more in the raise. So I think this is a fairly significant error. All right, yeah, decent shot by David. I do agree with this. I don't seeing anything else. You don't want to leave gratuitous shots here. And then, yeah, I like this upgrade by Frankie. White on roll. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this looks like the plan. Maybe yeah, he's got that blot in the outfield. So putting him up on the bar seems to be worth quite a bit. He could actually make the. I wonder if he could actually make the 15 here. This is obviously pretty. This is safer. You never get attacked. So probably David had the right idea there. I would have taken a good look at making the 15 though, because you're up in the race. So you do want to get the backmen going. And then, okay, so Frankie has kind of an awkward 6 here. Oh, it does duplicate 2s nicely to play 20 to 14. That's cute. You could do that. I'm not sure how that compares to 13 to 7. Maybe a little fancy. I kind of like it. I don't know. I want to take a look at both those plays. 7 to 1. I'd probably do something else other than 7 to 1. Place a guy on the 1 point. All right, so 3-3. Okay, he's still up in the race. He's up in the race 14 now. So I'd really like to get the backman going, although it doesn't really play good, I guess it doesn't play good no matter what you do. It looks like you're always kind of playing 6 to 3 or something. yeah, he's still playing 6-3 here. You know, you're not getting the backman going at a time when you're up big in the race. So I probably would have gone the other way. Okay, so David gets the better structure here with the 7 point, but 15 point has some nice value there. Oh, yeah, what if there's something else also? Put them all on the 10 point. That doesn't seem right. Yeah, I think it's either David's play or maybe instead of making the 7, you make the 17. And I wonder. Okay, this looks pretty clean. White on roll, yeah, nothing doing yet, I guess. Ugh, this is a little destructive. Yeah, maybe it would have played a little better if yeah, it would have played better if he made the other. But none of that's really indicative of anything. But so yeah, so it's you don't. Yeah, I think you do this, get some flexibility for acceptable risk. I mean, the problem with playing safe 7-2, 7-4 is like what Black doesn't have much problem playing, and then like you have a ton of problems playing. So here you both keep good structure, and you make it easier to play like for the next couple turns. So that seems worth it to me. So I believe that was a good play by David. Boy, this is most 8s and all 9s. Might have been a little safer to leave a direct. You know, more shots, but just one blot. So I don't know. There could have been something else there. 6-5. Okay, he gets to remake his 8 if he wants, or he can run from the back. Love the 8 shots here. I mean, I don't love the lack of outfield control here, but it's not easy for White to move his back checkers now. And then Black is still down at the race a little bit, so I think that does maybe argue for making the 8. I'm not sure though, because this is like if you get missed here, you're pretty happy, I think. With this great outfield control and the nice flexibility, it's just pretty expensive. There's 5 8s, 3 10s that hits. But he did get away with it. I don't think. Can he afford to run here? No, okay, just makes the 2. Yeah, that seems like the normal thing. You know, Black. Black isn't having an easy time here either. Even after he got away with this play, it just doesn't play good. If he wants to leave a direct shot, he has to avoid leaving a direct shot. He has to play 7-3. Oh, I mean maybe that's the way to go because White's board is pretty great now. So this, or maybe the first play he was looking at to really cut down on this, just leave 5 shots, 1 blot. I think this is what I would do. Let's see, you could leave 9s, you could leave all 9s and 3 10s. Get slightly better stuff in the outfield. Okay, this is nice. Yeah, great shot by Frankie. I assume he's just leaving no shots here and making the 8s. He's going to be up in the race now. He's up a bunch now. 15 pips. Yeah, he might have a cube coming up. Let's see, what is this? 9 pips was take. It's a take on the race alone. It'd be double take on the race alone. Frankie says, okay, my efficiency is worse and there's some contact that favors White, so he's going to hold off. Reasonable. Let's see, David's best plan here is probably just to run them both. I mean, there's no forced blot numbers if he keeps one guy back. There are some decent hits for Black if he keeps one guy back, like 1-4, 2-4, 3-4, 1-1, 2-2, 3-3. It's kind of a lot of decent shots here. 7 pips. Like I would cube this now, and I think it'd be maybe an easy. I mean, I would still take this. I think it might be an easier take if he runs both though. Like he's a little more efficient than Black is. It's a take on the race, just the pip count alone. Yeah, so this is one of the nice hits, I think. That's not entirely clear how to do it. Like you could shift to the no. I guess you have to play 6 to 5 to 4 if you want to hit safely, and then 2 more. Like one way David maybe could have seen this play better is if he asks himself, like, what play am I happier to take after? Maybe that brings it into focus. Ooh, he gets a shot though, winning shot. Well, 13 numbers. I'm not entirely sure. What David was thinking was, okay, I'm down in the race, so I want to stay back. And maybe he can stay back like the next turn if, like, I know black rolls big and white rolls small, so the next roll, I guess, doesn't tell the whole story. But still, that did look like a lot of, like, profitable hits for black. And just no forced blot numbers there. Anyway, so Frankie, Frankie gets the good cube in, and it's gonna be 2-zip to 7. So we always see how these guys handle this somewhat lopsided score. Like Frankie, for instance, I would do this at the score, but if the score is reversed, I would like to bring 2 guys down, play a little more gammon go. Okay, good play by David. Black on roll. He's going to pop out into the outfield, I assume. Good. David looking for some sort of hit and cover number. I don't think there's anything else. 24 to 18 is second best, but I think that just gives White too many hit and cover numbers, or maybe hit twice numbers. So I would absolutely do this. 3-1. Okay, this is not a hit. Not a hit. Yeah, so either cover with a 1 split with a 3, or maybe cover with the 3 split with the 1. Not really sure. I might have gone the other way actually, because it's a worse split, but it's better distribution on the home front, and black has those stacks on the 8 and 6 points, which you don't necessarily want to split into. So it's not like clearly a better split. Maybe. I suspect I might be wrong, and I suspect it's fairly close. In any case. Okay, nice shot by David, and then Frankie gets a kind of a dud, but this plays it well. White on roll, another nice shot. I assume he's safety. It's a little overstacked, so this is what I would do, but it's not the greatest position. Like 8 to 5 is sort of the candidate, because you don't want 5 guys on your midpoint. I kind of don't think it's worth the risk though. All right, okay, is he hitting here? It's a little dangerous. Down 0-2. Wouldn't be crazy for David to double, but okay, holds off, pretty reasonable. Comes in high because he's still up in the race. Okay, Frankie gets to consolidate a little bit here. I would do this and then leave a shot in the outfield somewhere, probably 14 to 9, but 13 to 8 is sort of okay too. Rather than like make the 14 and maybe get an attack later. Okay, black on roll does nothing. So it's up 17. I would actually cube this up 17. I think this is a double take at the score. Yeah, good double. So I suspect Frank's going to find the take. It's like his board's underdeveloped now, but by the time he gets another shot, I think his board's going to be together. And it's not some massive pass on the race alone. So with contact should make it a take. Up 2-zip, which sort of argues for passing a little bit, but yeah, I wouldn't let this go yet. Okay, good take. Good roll by David. Now you could argue. Now you could argue it's more of a pass with the 7-point made. The race a little better. Actually, race is a little worse for White, but the structure is much better. Okie dokie. This looks correct. Good. I would keep the midpoint for another roll. Place productively on the home front. Okay, David looks like he's going to be winning 2 points this game. I'm actually not sure about this versus making the 1, because I mean, 3s could get a little weird if you play it this way. You get a little more flexibility if you keep the 8s. I don't know. That can't be a big deal though. If David's play was wrong, it can't be wrong by much, because even though White has a little fewer options than when you keep the 8-point, it's no big deal, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I think maybe this to save 6/6. I don't think there's a huge downside to it. Like 6/3 is like a single shot either way, for instance. And it might be good. If you roll 6/5 or something, it might be kind of okay to have come in with the 6-point strip, so you can like just clear it. Like so just two checkers on the 6, so you can just like clear it easily and safely next turn. Yeah, okay, you got to worry a little bit about the race here. Why does he only have 1 checker off? Why doesn't he have 2 checkers off here? What just happened? Oh no, he did. Yeah, he didn't have a checker on his ace point. Dookie. Yeah, so you got to take a checker off here. I mean, checker off is good, but also your hair worried about the race. See, now you stay back, because now there's like Black is like very far down in the race, and there's very few good hits for White, and there's a few blot numbers for White. So Black was, unlike maybe David's play last game, Black is absolutely correct to stay back here. Here I actually don't know. I mean, you're not getting a shot next roll, and you got to crunch your board. So Frankie says, okay, I never get gammon when I run, and this might be my best chance to win anyways. Get lucky with some big doubles later. So that's pretty reasonable what Frank did. He probably had it right. Yeah, seems meh. Seems obviously Black's losing here, but it seems like it's close enough that like 1 big double might have made it close, you know? So justifying Frankie's running play. White on roll. Okay, I believe the book play is to split with the 4 here. Good. I would run to the 14-point. Well, I don't know how that compares to other options. Man, I don't know what I do here. I don't love running into the outfield, leaving a double shot now. So this maybe looks as good as anything. But you can also hit on the ace point, maybe. Keep better distribution in the outfield. Not sure about that one though. Probably would have ended up playing it like David did. All right, a good shot by David, putting together some structure. Black on roll, running into a close-ish race. But he's got the edge, you know. White hasn't anchored yet. Would not cube this yet. Looking for 1 bad sequence though, which could be happening now. One good sequence for Black, 1 bad sequence for White, and then send the cube. This is good enough to stave off the cube, and then some. Okay, now Frankie gets to put together this structure. It's up 10. It's up 2. The race tells most of the story here. It's very non-gammonish too, so White should take a little deeply, and Black should be a little conservative with the cube, I think. This 5-away score. Yeah, you can also play 6-3 here. Get a little fancy. All right, so 9 pips. So we have like a money close double and a big take on the race alone. Okay, holds off. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, White might have some problems back there, you know. I mean, Black might have problems coming home cleanly too, but White might have some problems. Like White can't like make full use of his like 5-5, for instance. So I would have actually doubled a turn before this. I think it was maybe double take a turn before this, but it's possible the double's close, or I'm wrong by a little bit and Frankie's right. Now, what is this? It's now 12 pips, so it would be a money pass on the race alone. Both players have some contact issues. Maybe White's contact issues are even like worse than Black's though. Maybe this is a pass, but I'm not confident about it, and I suspect it might be somewhat close. Okay, yeah, okay, yeah, David does pass. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one, but I think I agree with David. I pass for money. It could possibly be. It could possibly be a take at the score pass for money. Possibly. Yeah, I was try setting up some analog next to you, but I couldn't quite do it. But I would have passed. Okie dokie. That seemed right. Ooh, 4-4. Wow, I mean, probably he's just making the 5 point. But you can actually hit. You can escape the back guy and hit on the 10 point, and then probably go to the 6 points. And you've done something pretty good. It strikes me that this is better than that. In fact, he should be cubing this right away. Up 33 in the race. Better position. Exposed black blots. Yeah, the take pass is sort of the question here. I don't know. I could be off by a bunch, but I would drop this. 33 pips. You're paying a little extra to the gammas at this score. So you should be a little more conservative. So that did look like good cube handling there. I think I have the position. Yeah, it's a close pass for money. If this was the position, it's a close pass. It's a close pass for money. So bigger pass at the score. Because the player who's down is a huge pass at the score. Yeah, score matters quite a bit there. So the player who's losing the match is doubling and is gammonish, and at this score the gammas are extra valuable. So that's why it's a big pass. But what will it take for money? Okay, what is going on? Okay, so you got the whole 3-1. Okay, yeah, he was just misclicking and stuff. Good. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else. Yeah, anything else would be crazy. Four away. Pretty aggressive also. Yeah, probably wouldn't cube this, although I think about it a little bit. I mean, black is sort of clearly winning and has some decent threats, and is 4 away. 5-5. This is I mean, it does some stuff for sure. Probably you'd rather anchor though. Beggars can't be choosers. Alrighty. Okay, make the 2's a play. I like that better than hitting loose on the 3 and leaving a bunch of shots. The other play is, I guess, to run to the 14, but you're down in the race. So do this, and then maybe cube if white rolls badly. You know, with your attacking threats. This is pretty good shots. I would actually make the 4 point here. I think, even though you're getting attacked. The structure is like wildly better on the home front. And David played it quickly though, so maybe David has a good handle on that. Like you really don't. I mean, you really hate to leave yourself open to attack there. So I'm sort of doubting myself. But offhand, it looked like making the 4 was worth it. Yeah, it's interesting play. He played it quickly. I wonder if he actually saw the other option. Like he just like, oh, he was thinking like before the roll, oh, I really, really, really need to anchor. And he rolled an anchoring number and he saw that the 3 played okay and he just like went for it. Or maybe it's just the only play and I don't understand the position, you know? Okay, 6-3 by Frankie. What is this? Okay, yeah, in the absence of anything else, this looks like an okay try. Oh. I wasn't seeing that one quite clearly. Okay, so white does get to hit. Good. Dance double. Okay, pop out, get out of harm's way. Excellent. 6-4 does not play good. Now, what about 7-1, 22-18? Yeah, I mean, if you play the 4 on white side of the board is so bad. So offhand, this looks like the best plan. And then up 16 pips, exposed blots. I think I would have cubed that. 4 away, 4 away. You know. And now he's like too good. I mean, he got like a tremendous sequence, obviously. But 4 away, 4 away. You should be thinking about cubing stuff like that you wouldn't necessarily cube for money, you know. Black has those blots on the board, so may have been a missed opportunity in there. And then I think it might be too good at the end. Yeah, see, it seems like it with the blot in the outfield. Black's board compromised, up huge in the race. Just one problem in the backfield. Yeah, I think you should try for the gammon there. All right, yeah, making the 4 looks like the normal thing to me. I see. He wants to get the backman going also. What about making the 4 there? I was thinking the 9 has more value. Nice distribution in the outfield this way. Yeah, maybe Dave had a point there. 9 points pretty valuable against the 5-point anchor, you know. All right, 6-6 does not play good, but now you can make the ace point. 13-7, 8-2 squared is a play. Oh, then making the 3 and the 2 points will play, keeping the midpoint. There's sort of 3 like completely different plans. Yeah, and this is another one, you know. 4 different plans. I can't definitively rule out any of them. All right, that's pretty reasonable. Builds a board. No block, but keeps the midpoint for a turn or more. All right, boy, I really want to play the 2. I really want to play the 1 in the backfield here. Yeah, I might have done something different there, because it seems like 23-22 is just sort of the priority, you know. And you can play like 6-4. Sort of a good checker if you get missed there. And in any case, you've gotten the backman moving when you want to get the backman moving. Okay, yeah, this doesn't jump well. This looks pretty reasonable. What about just 13-2 though? Not leave these pretty deadly shots on white side of the board. In fact, maybe black should actually cube this now. 3 away, 4 away, mutually gammonish position. About to lose his market big on a hit at this score. Yeah, I think the play was bad, and I think the play allowed partly because the play allowed black to get in like a good cube there, but black missed it though. And now he's like correctly plays on. I mean, it did take some tremendous sequence, but I mean, Eddie hit there, and if he dances or something, he's still kind of doing okay. Not great, but he's still in the game. And he's got all these aces and combo shots that hits. So that seems like maybe a pretty big missed opportunity there, actually. Yeah, I wonder if David overlooked 13-2. Because his play was second best, I think. Oh, makes the 3 points. Yeah, that's more important than hitting. It's easy to hit later. It's not so easy to make the 3 point later, you know. So often you want to do the thing that's harder to do. Here I'm actually not sure. I mean, 7-1 is a candidate to keep white from anchoring the most, you know. Here I think you should play 7-6 with the ace and then find a 4 because you really want to be attacking on the dances. I guess he's glad he didn't, but still, you know, it's not so bad. It's not so bad if white rolls an ace, and it's definitely the position you want if white rolls a dance. But yeah, that first 4-2 where he hit on his opponent's side of the board. Yeah, I'm just not sure about that. Yeah, it wouldn't actually be crazy to leave the 1-6 here to get rid of the 7 point. But I don't know. I mean, 10-4, 11-8 seems fine. Checkers end up in decent spots. Maybe you can roll like a 1-4 or something and clear the 7 next turn. Here, I think I would leave the 1-6 here. Because now the builders are getting kind of gross. And the builders are super clean if you play 7-6 with the 1. Now black's position is bad. Like 2-6 leaves a shot here. 2-6, 3-6, 4-6, 5-6. All leave direct shots. 4-6. See that? So the structure turned out weird. Just sort of shows that like the builders went too low, and 2 the set is bad to have the 7 point still made there. So that's why I think it was worth the like leaving the 1-6 shot the turn before. And you could even justify it the turn before that. 4 for David. There it is. Might have a cube on the dances here. I would actually take my time there and try to maximize the cover numbers. Like maybe get 5-5 or something. I don't know. Anyways, boom. Does this hit actually? This does hit. Jesus, 24-9. He hit with the 15. Yeah, don't want to overlook that one. That's for sure. Well tempted to slot, but 20-17 is quite productive. And actually, you kind of like having the 7 point slotted. You might actually want to make your 7. Okay, yeah, here he doesn't have a cube. I think. If he makes the 4 point, it's going to be a pretty big pass, though. There might have been a slotting play there, actually. Play 20 to, I think you're going to play like 20-4 slotting. Might have been worth a look, actually, because then you might get to cube the dances. In a situation like this, I think you do kind of want to think about like what play gives you an efficient cube the next roll. Like sometimes that question, sometimes whether the checker play like hinges on whether you get an efficient cube when you slot and the other guy dances. So you want to think about maybe catering your checker play to the upcoming cube action sometimes, but it can be tricky because you gotta like you need to like analyze the cube position correctly sometimes in order to get the checker play correct. Yeah, I would hit here also. I guess I'm hitting again, but I don't know. He still has to fill in this 4 point, or at least threaten to fill in the 4 point before it can cube, you know. mean, he makes the 4 point and then dance and then it's a pass. That doesn't happen very often. And now maybe you're getting a cube in even before you fill in your 4 point if you can get closer here. Okay, no, but black enters and then I mean you're gonna lose your market big on some hit dance sequence. Pretty big. Maybe you actually gotta pull the trigger now. Because okay, you got the crushing pointing numbers, and you have these, and you just have the hit loose dance, which will lose your market pretty big at the score, I think. And white and black shouldn't necessarily at this score in non-gammonish positions. Black shouldn't necessarily take deeply. It depends on how efficient his recubes rate to be. We're 3 ways doubling 4 away. Like if you look at the nominal take point, it's extremely high. It's like above 30. It's well above 30, I believe. But it's just your amazing recubes when you're 4 away, and when you take that cube when you're 4 away and the other guy's 3 away, you get like really powerful recubes. That brings your take point down quite a bit. But yeah, nominally it might be like 35. It might even be like 35 or something. I don't remember. Like when I say nominal take point, I mean ignoring gammons and ignoring recube potential. Say it's like some last roll bear off position. Take point I think is extremely high. Let's see, 3 away, 4 away. The 4 aways take point. The 4 aways dead cube take point. Yeah, it's not quite that high. It's 40, is that right? Cube on 1. Is that right? It's around 40. Am I looking at that right? Anyways, let's go back to the match. I don't think it was that high. Sorry. So what do we got? A cube in the middle. Frankie is 4 away. It's very non-gammonish position, so he's holding off. Some gammons due to the third checker back, but yeah, so I'm not. Yeah, I agree with Frankie's no double here. Then yeah, I would reduce the gammons by doing this. Race is close. I really don't want to leave a shot here. Although 6-6-1 is blocked, so it'd be only 4 shots to leave the guy on the 12. But yeah, I'll probably end up doing this. White's board is deadly though. Okay, nice shot by Frankie. Yeah, this looks like the plan. I mean, obviously you can clear the 11, but you want to keep because you're losing the race. You want to keep the block on. You want to keep that nice 11-point block there. So I believe that was good. I believe that was good play by Frankie. I think this was actually make the 1 point here because it's easier to cover the 3 point later than cover the 1 point later. Especially because you'd burn the checker on the 6 to make the 3. So this looks like good play by Frankie also. White on roll. Okay. Oh, great shot. Okay, so yeah, white might be close to a cube here next roll. So take point's 18.5, I believe, according to XG. So what is this? This is 9. 9 pips in a 76 pip race. Why are we getting a little close there? A little close to the doubling window there. Yeah, I'd probably take a moment there, you know. Like it's not like I mean it's given that the money take points like in a race is like 21 or 22 in a medium length race because the recube vig. It's not like it's not like that. I mean, it's only a few percent difference from the money take point. So it's not like he should be super duper conservative in a race. The doubling window is quite small though. Because black has the automatic recube, you need to be closer to the take pass line before you can double it. Great shot by David. We should be cashing this one in now. Who should be cashing this one in now? Yeah, he's being too conservative. Like big money pass, right? So it's probably below 18 and a half there. Because it's just nowhere close to a money take. Maybe he doesn't know the take point though. Good. Okay, so it's a little gammon go-ish for Frankie. This looks like what I would do. I would make my beautiful 11 point as David, keep the back checkers connected. Very nice. Good play by Frankie. Good play by David. Good. Okay, these guys are perfect so far. This looks like a good plan. Up a bunch in the race before black can put his board together. Okay, black is not ready to hit, but he's gotta. And then I would play 13. I would actually play 13 to 9 here, but this is okay. Keep the spare in the mid. My play would have got hit twice. Not that that's not necessarily a bad thing here, though. Getting hit twice, you get Benjamin back, get a second anchor, play like a well-timed, maybe play a well-timed back game if you can't go forward. But not, I mean, it's on balance is a bad thing, but it's not like that bad to be hit twice. There is what I'm saying. Can't be gammoned. Yeah, probably is. In fact, might play 20 to 16 here. Get hit, maybe make a second anchor. But there's nothing wrong with playing like 7 to 3 here. Also, don't play 22 to 18. Like okay, like if you played 20 to 16, like. Okay, white can hit with this, but you get lots of return shots. A lot of times when you miss, you get the second anchor, and your front position is in better shape. All right, good shot by Frankie. Okay, yeah, you got to hit so as you don't get attacked. Although you are getting hits in the 14 now. Yeah, so gammon would be quite nice for black to win. Although the gammon price is not that high at the score. Yeah, nothing other than hitting here. Good. Oof. Gammon is on the table, although not with rolls like this. I don't know, do you make the 2 here just to try to keep white dancing more? Or you can play something a little more positional, 14 to 8, 7 to 5, or 14 to 8, 22 to 20. Yeah, I don't know. I danced again. Even without the 2 points. 4-2. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, 8 to 6 is a play to get give up the 8 point, but get the good builder for the inner board. Then the 4 doesn't play good though. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to think about that play where that I guess it was a 4-2 where black slotted the 7. Quite a few shots, you know. probably 6, 7, 8, 9 shots or something. Really slows down your attack. But great when it works. You might make the 6 prime. I think that's what Frankie was focused on. And maybe at a point, actually. Sort of best when missed. Like you can either attack or you can make an awesome prime depending on what you roll. Anyways, somehow David got out of there. Race is closed, yeah, so Frankie's not doing too badly. Yeah, he could do whatever here. Fine. So I would probably end up playing 13 to 4 here, but it does let black, with the 2 blocks on the board, it does let black kind of like jump out into the outfield and just like stop there. So there's like a little bit of an argument for like putting a little bit of a board together. But this is one of the most flexible. Strip your midpoints, probably not a bad thing. Okay, so let's see, he's up. Yeah, it's okay. So he keeps the block on, given he's only up 12. Interesting. Yeah, making the 9 is a play there also. Obviously, get hit less long term, but the block is worse, so you lose more races. Yeah, David's idea is pretty reasonable there. Oh, he's sort of daring White to hit him. Let's see, it's 2-2 will hit. Let's see, so 1-4, 2-4, 5-4, 2-2 if White plays 10-9, 10-6 like this. Race is fairly close, so it's not crazy to leave the 7 shots. 7 is a little expensive though. I think I would do this, but I'm not sure about it because the race is so close. 7 shots where you're getting gammon too sometimes. Meanwhile, you do this and you keep a nice block. You keep the nice blocking structure. So I don't know, but I would have ended up playing it like David did. Okay, now he's giving up the points. Yeah, I probably would have kept the block on still. I mean, it played a little destructively on the home front, which I think is what David was thinking. But the rates looked like really close there. So I probably would have found something different that kept the 11 points. Okay, he's up 2 in the race, so he decides to go. No forced blot numbers if he keeps 1 man back. So pretty reasonable. Oh, good shot by Frankie, pulling even, more than even. I mean, he's up a bunch in the. I mean, it's less efficient, but he's up a bunch of pips. Yeah, so black is a favorite here, pretty solid favorite. Despite the efficiency difference. Okay, yeah, 3-1's a play here too. I'm not sure. Alrighty, Frankie is gonna stay in this one. It looks like not entirely clear, but see, is David he's gonna maximize on big doubles? He is. Just didn't maximize on this one, unfortunately. Okay. Well, David's going to get 4 numbers. Can't do it. Can't do it, boss. 3 away, 1 away posts. See if Frankie wants to double right away or screw around a bit. He does doubles right away. David knows what he's doing. Okay, for money, you're supposed to make the 2. So with this gammon go score, you're definitely supposed to make the 2. Because it wins more gammons and loses more gammons, I think. Actually, no. I don't know. Frankie's play actually loses most gammons, I think. So sort of okay at the score, maybe, where you don't care about being gammoned. Like I'm saying, if it's like close for money, then getting gammon more is an argument for the play at the score. If that makes sense. But I really like locking up the 2 there. Hoping to get like some sort of blitzy gammonish position later and win the match on the gammon from down 3 away, 1 away, you know. It's actually pure gammon. It's essentially the same score as one away two as a two away one away Crawford. Okay, David trying to get the guy out of there. Will up in the race. Makes sense. Will not work. Great shot by Frankie. Oh, 4-5. Better than dancing anyways. Frank looking for a blitzy number. He gets it. Nice shot by David. Maybe now you play 13-7, 13-8. Usually get missed, and then usually you make a 6 prime, and then you can like then you can win a gammon after that. You're not even like saving many shots if you play like 7-2 here. It was a nice play by Frankie, I think. Gets punished for it. Such as backgammon. Okay. I guess I would do this as well. 3-2. Yeah, do this. Keep the board. Keep black from putting a checker in your outfield, I guess. All right, what is this now? Oh, even pip count. A little bit. Black's a little bit more efficient than white because white has those 2 checkers on the ace, and your timing rates to be worse because black has the further back points. So yeah, I would just run there. Maybe Frank is thinking of a little bit about the gammon situation where you win a tiny amount of gammons if you stay back. But I don't think it's worth it. I think you just play double match pointish there. May not matter. He did have to play a little inefficiently in his home front, though. Low roll, but gets efficient. Those 4 pips were probably worth about 6 pips. Effective pips, I should say. Oh yeah, I don't know what I would probably fill in the 2 point and do this, but we wouldn't be totally sure about it. Good. Okay, then I guess I fill in the higher gap here, even though it gets a little thin on the 4. Okay, he wants to avoid gapping on the 4, which kind of makes sense. I probably would have played 4-3 there, but I'm not really sure about it. Maybe Frankie had the right idea there. 3-3 still play okay. Frank misses with 3s. Threes play like okay. Oh, Frankie with the 6-6. 5-5, 6-6 for David. No. All right, double match points. DMP. Exciting. Frankie's a little low on time actually. He shouldn't. I mean, he's still got a minute and a half though. Shouldn't be too difficult for an experienced, solid player like Frankie. Unless I guess like some super complicated position, you know. Does not look like it's going to get super complicated. Okay, run out of there. Good, up in the race big. Okay, David's building his board quickly. Yeah, the two sort of up for grabs. He can play 8-6 with the 2 pretty reasonably as well. I would minimize shots and not make the 11 like Frankie did. Okay, I sort of got punished by slotting the 4 with that 2-1 earlier. Alrighty, let's see. So yeah, Frankie's still up huge in the race. So yeah, I would do this and then play 5-1, hope to get missed and then win the race. Was there something else there where you play, no, I guess there was nothing else there really. Yeah, you can leave a shot here if you like. This does not look like the right game plan down in the race so much. Huh. Yeah, this might be a good play there. I mean, you have this tempting option, 8 to 3 to 1, but gammons don't matter, and you're just trying to mostly come home safely. So you don't want to leave the shot in you don't want to leave the shot on White's outfield. So probably good heads up play by Frankie there. Yeah, see, like David, I think he wants like to anchor back here, right? Um, as opposed to having like one guy in the outfield, one guy in the inner board. Frankie's just like refusing to hitch, you know. Although here, is this a shot? No, he got one safe play here, 8 to 6, 7 to 1, which he spots and plays. It's a little sick, but I guess it was right. Okay, now I guess I would hit and hope White dances for a turn, so I could just make some good progress here for pretty low risk. Just 4 shots here, yeah, and then he comes in high, which is nice for black, you know. And then I would strip down those points in the outfield so I don't blot on 6-6. This is a little too fancy, I think. The board may actually come in handy at some point if you roll like small doubles and you don't want to blot on 6-6. So I kind of didn't like breaking down the board like that. But looks like it's not going to hurt him. I don't think it was a huge error or anything, but yeah, I think it was a little too much. Yeah, this is safest long turns. 4 blot numbers on the next roll, but you do get to clear the 6-point lots. So it was a good play by Frankie there. Yep, and he exactly gets rewarded for it. Yeah, nicely played. Yeah, so Frankie takes it. Okay, so I'm going to be playing Frankie in round 2. So unfortunately, I can't really stream the match because we're supposed to keep the channel open with our opponent during the match, you know. So I'm going to sign off here, but yeah, it looks like this is all over. Good. Well, thanks for watching. Hope you got something out of this. And if I lose my semifinal match, I'll be back to commentate the finals. But I am planning on beating Frankie though, so I will hopefully not be back. All right. We'll see you next time.